What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 7 lower body workout. Super pumped today. We got another Paige with us today. Paige, appreciate you joining here today. Paige has done a couple of 10-week transformations herself, mother of a 5 and 2-year-old. She absolutely crushes it. So excited for her to be joining here today for her first virtual 10WT workout. Gonna be a good one today, y'all. We're gonna have a 5.5-minute warm-up. Then after that, we're gonna have 3 different blocks. Block number 1 is gonna have our major lift, if you will, of the dumbbell sumo squats. We've done these in weeks previous, so if you wanna pause the video, go back and look at the weights that you've used in the past and reference that when selecting your weights today, and you can do so. We're gonna be doing them for 60 seconds here in block number 1. Then in block number 2, we'll have some single side focus, so some one leg at a time, a little bit of that in block number 3 as well. But other than that, y'all, we're gonna have a great 5.5-minute warm up, and then we'll get rock and rolling in block number 1. We're gonna get started with toe touches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stopping the knees, touching them toes, and then coming right back up. Should feel a good stretch in the hamstrings with each rep. Gonna be a good one today. Upping the ante a little bit here in week 7. Trying to either increase weight choice a little bit on sumo squats if you have a heavier weight compared to before, but also we've done them for 45 seconds in the past. Now we got a full minute. We're gonna go lateral lunge shifts in 3, 2, 1. Take the feet out wide, and from there, shift over, keeping that one leg nice and straight, reset in the center, and then switch. Getting a good stretch through your inner thigh. Think about sinking your hip and your butt cheek down towards your heel with each rep that you take. Coming up in 10 seconds, we're gonna have a single leg RDL to knee drive. We're gonna have our left foot down on the floor. The right leg will be going back. We'll go there in 3, 2, 1. So left foot down, right leg's gonna go and elevate back, getting a stretch in that hamstrings, and then reset and repeat. Again, we got 45 seconds. We're trying to stretch out the hamstring, but also kind of activate the hamstring, the glute a little bit, but also get our mind-body awareness, our proprioception here in the beginning of the workout by adding a little bit of a balance and stability move. Good, take your time. I know this kind of exercise can be tough balance-wise. Do your best. We got 10 more seconds, then we're gonna stay on this leg for a curtsy lunge to knee drive. So our left leg will stay down, right foot will swing back. We're gonna go there in 3, 2, 1. So right leg swings back in that curtsy lunge, find that balance point at the top, and then go back and repeat. We got 30 seconds on this side. You will feel a good little burn there in that left glute. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to wake up those muscles so we can really build them and strengthen them during our workout. We got 10 more seconds, and we're gonna be doing the same 2 exercises on the other leg. So we'll be going right foot down, single leg RDL coming up next. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right foot down, elevate that left heel. Good, good, good. Again, think less about dropping the upper body. Think more about elevating that heel as you go down. That ensures that we're really maximizing the engagement and the recruitment of the hamstring muscles. We have 20 more seconds here. You can also think about gripping the floor with your foot to help a little bit balance-wise. We got 10 more seconds. Let's go one more rep here, Paige, and we're going that curtsy lunge to knee drive on this side in 3, 2, 1. Swing it back at an angle. Feel the stretch in the outside part of that butt cheek and that lateral glute. Then find that balance point again at the top. Looking great, y'all. A little over 3 minutes into this warm-up. We got about 2 more minutes to go. Then we'll have a rest before we go into block number 1. We got 10 more seconds. From here, we're gonna be having a squat hold with an alternating external rotation in 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna drop down, elbows inside of your knees, and you're gonna rotate up. Eyes follow your hand, good. Then reset the center, and then switch. Getting a good opening up of the hips and of the lower back and spine. Halfway, 15 seconds. The legs will burn a little bit down here. Just hang tight. We're getting ready to flush the legs out with some jumping jacks. 7 seconds to get one more rotation each direction here. Coming up for jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 15 seconds here. Next one is gonna be a knees over toes lunge. We're gonna be facing to our right, Paige, with our left leg forward and the right leg back. We can get that going in 3, 2, 1. So left foot forward, right leg back. From here, you're gonna drop down and forward with the hips. Good, and then right back up. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Notice how our hips are going not just down, but forward as well. Keeping the foot flat, having the knee go out over that toe. That way we're getting good mobility work on that front ankle, and we're also lengthening out and stretching out that right hip flexor. 5 seconds, let's go one more rep, then we're gonna change sides and turn around in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and turn it around. Good, so knee forward, foot flat, feeling a stretch in that hip flexor, and then right back up. At the time of filming this, I recently went on my brother's bachelor trip and we had a float, and I was an idiot and forgot to put sunscreen on my shins, and now my shins are the color of Rudolph's nose. All right, guys, we're gonna be going with butt kicks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, butt kicks. Last couple things right here. Last thing that we're gonna finish with is 3 reps of jump squats in 3, 2, 1. 3 reps of jump squats and then rest. Whew. All right, we got 90 seconds until we officially get going. I know we've got those muscles activated now. We've got the heart rate a little bit elevated. We got the blood flowing, so we're ready to rock and roll and make this a great workout. Still got a little over a minute until we get started, so we got a little bit to talk through. 2 exercises. We're gonna have dumbbell sumo squats. So you're gonna hold 1 dumbbell. I like to hold it sideways so that the dumbbell does not hit the ground. You can hold it vertical though if you need to. Then you're gonna drop down and then up. Notice my stance is a little bit wider than normal with my toes angled outward at 45 degrees. When you drop down, you want your knees to be pointing in the same direction as your toes. We're gonna have a minute of those sumo squats, so pace yourself, embrace the burn. You'll have 15 seconds to rest. Then we're gonna be backing it up to the wall for some wall tibia raises. On this, our upper back's gonna be against the wall. Feet are out in front of us, legs are nice and straight. And from there, we're simply gonna be lifting those toes up, and then right back down. We're gonna be strengthening the shin muscles, the muscles that are nice and bright red on me right now, and then right back down. We got a little over 20 seconds until we rock and roll. Gonna be a little bit of a burn here with the 60 seconds of sumo squats. So we're gonna have 3 rounds of all that work. All right, Paige, you're about to see what this is all about. We're going to 10 seconds. All right, let's grab that dumbbell. We got 1 minute of those dumbbell sumo squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, hips and butt back. Bring the hips forward, squeezing the glutes, the butt cheeks at the top. Again, we got a full minute, so pace yourself. Try to keep a good steady tempo as you go throughout this minute. Good, keeping that chest pretty proud to maintain good posture. Again, think about those knees pointing in the same direction to the toes. So anytime I go down into a sumo squat, I kind of think about externally rotating my knees or pointing them outward as I go down. That way you'll feel a little bit of an extra burn in the outside part of those glutes, the outside part of your butt cheeks. We've got 20 more seconds. Luckily, I know this minute is gonna burn, but we've got a decent amount of kind of recovery time and active recovery time in between rounds of those sumo squats. So let's get a few extra reps in here. We got 6 seconds. Well, we got one more, Paige. We got one more. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we got 15 seconds till we officially start. We'll back it up against the wall. Again, we're gonna go legs straight. The further out your feet are, the tougher you're gonna make it on yourself. We got those tibia raises for 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, lifting up and then right back down. I want you to make sure that when you're doing these, you're not bouncing off the floor. Sometimes the tendency is to bounce, but then you're using momentum and you're not using the strength of those tibia muscles. This exercise is super important for ankle mobility and for knee health. And so while it doesn't look like a lot, I know that it's probably gonna start burning here in a few reps. I know it has already burned a little bit for me. We got just over 15 more seconds. Last few reps, and again, we'll have a 15-second rest before we go back into the sumo squats. 3, 2, 1. Good, rest, 15 seconds. And back into those sumo squats. 1 round down, 2 to go. Get that wide stance, toes angled out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, we got a minute. Good, keep wrapping them out. Paige, I'm gonna point out a couple of things here really quickly. So perfect, her stance looks perfect right now. So when she's going down, I can see that her knees are right in line with her ankles, right on top of her ankles. What happens is if we have too wide of a stance, the knees tend to be inside of the ankles. If we have too narrow of a stance, the knees tend to be outside of the ankles. I want them right on top of the ankles. Good, we're about about halfway, 30 seconds down. We got 30 seconds to go. She's going down at a good depth. Her knees are externally rotating in the same direction as her toes. That way she's gonna feel that good burn on the outside part of those glutes. We got about 20 more seconds. Might as well get a few reps in myself. We got 10, y'all. Come on, all the way through it. 60 seconds for a reason. Not 58, not 59. Give me the full 60. 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. 15-second rest, heading back. So those wall tibia raises burning a little bit. I get them feet out in front. Getting it going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Go lift up, squeeze the shin muscles, the tibialis muscles, and right back down. Don't bounce, keep it under control. When I started doing this exercise a few years ago, I really found that I was able to get a lot deeper into my squats and my mobility was 10 times better. It's also important for any of you guys who are runners out there to improve the strength of this muscle, because this muscle is really important for limiting the impact on your knees when you're running, because it's what's called a decelerator muscle. Last couple reps, 3, 2, 1, rest, 15 seconds. Third and final round, coming right up, y'all. All right, let's go weight in hand so we start on time and finish on time. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good, y'all. All the way down. Don't get sloppy here on this third and final round now that you're fatigued. Take as much pride in your reps, or even more pride in your reps in the third round as you took in the first round. We got 20 seconds. Good, doing great, Paige. Keep up that good pace that you've been at. Come on, don't slow down when that finish line is appearing. We got 10 seconds. Let's get one more rep. 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. All right, last round of these wall tibia raises. Then we'll take a break. And then we'll be heading into block number 2. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Doing great, y'all. So in block 1, we really focused on our heavy exercise with the sumo squats. So that was gonna be our heaviest weight of the day. We're also gonna be using that weight in block number 2 though, with some hip bridges. And we're using that same heavy weight because we're gonna be working nice big muscles in block number 2 as well. But we're working some of them unilaterally, meaning one side at a time, but then a little bit still of bilateral, meaning both legs at the same time. We got 10 more seconds here. Then we'll rest and we'll talk about block 2. 3, 2, 1, good, rest. All right, we got about a minute 15 until we officially get going with block number 2. So, block number 2, we're gonna have some hip bridges. So we're gonna be down on the ground. You're gonna be putting that one heavier dumbbell on your hips. We're gonna be starting single-sided, so we're gonna have left foot down, right foot extended up. Then from here, you're gonna drive that heel into the floor, elevate the hips, and then right back down. Notice at the top, I'm getting a little bit of a pause and a squeeze of that butt cheek and that hamstring on that side. We're gonna be going 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other, and then we got 30 seconds on both, so we got 90 straight seconds in a row of work right there. But y'all can handle that. Then we'll have a little bit of a rest. We'll be coming back to our feet. We're gonna be grabbing our lighter set of dumbbells for a curtsy lunge to knee drive. The same exercise that we did in our warm-up, but with a set of weights. We'll have 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds on the other, and then we have a little bit of a additional bonus exercise at the end that I'll talk about when it gets there. We got 15 seconds until we go. Grab that one dumbbell, again, place it on your hips. We're gonna start left foot on the floor. Knee is bent, right leg is extended up. We're going left leg hip bridges in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, it's 30 seconds on the one leg, 30 seconds on the other, 30 seconds of both. You wanna make sure that you get a good squeeze at the top and then control your hips back down to the floor. Seven seconds. We're gonna be switching legs in 3, 2, 1. Right leg down, left foot extended up, right to it. Challenge yourself. One of the most important parts of this move is sticking it at the top for a second or two to maximize the time under tension for that muscle group and to really get that good contraction. We got 10 more seconds, then we're going both feet flat on the floor and going to hip bridges as well for another 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, both feet flat on the floor, go up and squeeze, and then back down. You might even be able to over-exaggerate that squeeze at the top now that both legs are assisting out in the exercise. A lot of glute work in this block with the hip bridges and then with the curtsy lunges that we'll have coming up. We got 10 more seconds, then we'll have a 15-second rest before we come up to our feet. 3, 2, 1, good, rest. We're coming up to our feet, grabbing the lighter set of dumbbells. We still got a little over 20 seconds till we go, so a little bit more of a break. But again, we're going curtsy lunge to knee drive. We're gonna be holding both dumbbells, swinging that leg back at an angle, keep your shoulders square, and then come up to the balance point. We're going in 10. We're gonna have 30 seconds on the left, 30 seconds on the right. And when I say on the left, that means the left leg stays down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, really gonna feel it, like I said, in those glutes because of the angle that we're taking this lunge at, that curtsy angle gives more of a focus on the outer part of that glute. We got 15 seconds, then we're gonna be switching legs. No break in between. Try to get right to it. Let's go, one more rep here, Paige. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Oh yeah. Again, when you swing that leg back at an angle, it doesn't have to be too much of an angle in order to feel it. Just enough while still keeping the shoulders nice and square. Now, we're getting ready to have just 15 seconds, so don't hate me, 15 seconds of pulsing sumo squats. If you can hold both dumbbells in between your legs, great. If you need to lose one, do so as needed. We're going pulsing sumo squats in 3, 2, 1, so it's all the way down to just halfway up. Really gonna burn it out right here for just 15 seconds, and we'll have a 30-second rest before we go into round 2. Come on, Paige, 7 seconds. Woo, get it in, baby. 3, 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds to rest. Nice job, y'all. So that was one round down. We got 2 more to go. Gonna be a good block right here. Definitely gonna be feeling the burn in those glutes. All right, 15 seconds, here we go. Same sequence. Gonna start left foot on the floor, dumbbell on your hips, right leg up in the air. Left leg hip bridges, team. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, focus on that good squeeze at the top. Good, keep working, Paige. I'm gonna point out a couple of things here. Perfect. So as we can tell, her heel is about right underneath her knee. If it was too far out in front, she might be sliding back and she's not gonna get maximal engagement and recruitment of that glute muscle. We got 7 more seconds, then we're gonna switch. 3, 2, 1, switch feet, right foot down. Good, perfect. And then we can see at the top, she's having that kind of 1 count stick, that 1 count pause, and then controlling her hips on the way back down. That's perfect right there. We got about 20 more seconds. So we're going both legs. Nice, Paige, keep it up, keep it up. We got 10. You can relax your head. Don't feel like you need to stress your neck by keeping it off the floor. 3, 2, 1, both feet, let's go. Last 30 seconds, even over exaggerate that squeeze, that pause at the top. I think about driving my heels down into the floor and kind of into the floor in order to get the maximum squeeze of those glutes at the top. Harder you squeeze, more you're gonna get out of it, come on. Less than 10. We're resting in 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. Once again, we got a 30-second rest here before we go back into those curtsy lunge to knee drop. Joe, we're almost 20 minutes into this thing. We got about 10 more minutes to go. We gotta stay locked in, we gotta stay focused. Don't let your fatigue overcome your focus. Make your reps just as high quality now as they were when we started. We got 7 seconds, left foot down, right legs will swing back. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Perfect right there, Paige. Keep going, keep going. Good, as we can see, her foot is coming just outside of that foot. Perfect, doesn't need to be too dramatic of an angle. And we see that her shoulders are staying perfectly square. That allows, again, maximum recruitment of the outside part of that glute. It gives us that angle. We're gonna be switching legs in 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. And I really emphasize that point because tendency sometimes is to over-exaggerate the turn, but then twist the shoulders. And when you do that, you're losing the angle. And you might be putting a little bit more of a strain on your knee, and we want to avoid that. 10 more seconds. Then we go and do those beautiful pulsing sumo squats for 15 seconds. We're going there in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, 15 seconds. Again, knees outward in the same direction as those toes, all the way down, halfway up, stay low, stay low. 5, don't you come up. 3, 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds, grab a sip of water if you need it, y'all. 2 rounds down, 1 more to go. All right, start making our way down to the floor. We got 15 seconds. Again, left leg down, right foot up in the air, single leg hip bridges. Once again, to kick off round number 3 of 3. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hopefully giving you enough rest time from round to round so that you can really focus on the hip bridges. Oftentimes it can be easy to go through the motions on the hip bridges, but the problem is with that exercise, it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. Meaning, if you're able to do it with the level of intensity and the level of focus and the level of squeeze, then you're gonna get so much more out of it than if you didn't do it with that level of focus and intention. 10 seconds and we're switching sides. Switching in 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Doing great over there, Paige. How you feeling? Yeah, good-ish. Love it. Good-ish is good enough for me. Just under 10 seconds, y'all. Again, we're going both feet down for hip bridges in 3, 2, 1. Both feet down. Last time of this exercise. Driving the hips up, not overextending the lower back, just getting to the point where you're squeezing those butt cheeks as hard as you can. Just like that, we're down to 10 seconds. Maximize these last few reps, y'all can do it. 3, 2, 1, good rest. It's always kind of awkward getting up from From hip bridges, you're just like rolling the dumbbell over. Now we got 15 seconds till we go in to these curtsy lunge to knee drive. Yo, we're already 24 minutes into this thing. We got less than 6 minutes to go together. Let's get going with these last few. Here we go, left leg, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, swing it back at that slide angle. Keep your shoulders square, find that balance point at the top. Don't you fall over. No pressure, Paige, but they're watching. If you fall over, they're seeing you. Switching legs in 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. I feel like I've fallen over a number of times in these, so it's okay. It gives me something to make fun of myself about. There's no shortage of those items though, so. Feeling that stretch in that right glute, that right butt cheek. I know you guys are excited about these last rounds of the pulsing sumo squats. It's only 15 seconds. Don't you dare make it 13 or 14. Make it a full 15 to get the most out of the work. We're going there in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All the way down, halfway up, externally rotate those knees. Sit low. Don't sell yourself short. Last few. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. We got just under 30 seconds until we go. A little short break before we go into our last 3 minutes of the day. All body weight. Throw the dumbbells aside. We're gonna start lateral lunge to knee drive, going to the left. So Paige and I will be going to the left, keeping the right leg straight, and then pressing up, knee up to hip height, and then right back out into it. Keeping the right leg nice and straight. We're going in 7 seconds. Here we go. Whew. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go over to the left and then up. Pace yourself. We've got a minute on the left side. Then we got a minute on the right. And then we'll have a doozy of a third and final minute of the day and then final minute of the block. Good, keeping that right leg nice and straight. Keep going, Paige. Keep that leg nice and straight. Hip and butt cheek down towards your heel. Now look, get whatever level of mobility and depth that you're able to. What I don't want to see is this. I don't want you to see you rounding your upper body as you go down. I want you to see that chest pretty proud as you have that hinge with that hip and butt nice and back and low. We got less than 20 seconds here, Paige. Once again, we're going to be switching right over to the right leg. So Paige and I will shift over to the other side of the mat and just switch sides. Let's get one more rep. 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. We're doing a few things here. We're getting a good stretch, but also strengthening that left adductor muscle, that inner thigh muscle that you feel because that leg is staying straight. Number 2, we're again working a little bit the outside part of that glute because of the lateral motion and then the press back up in the opposite direction. So we've had a lot of lateral glute focus today with the sumo squats, the curtsy lunges, a little bit of the single leg hip bridges. All right, Paige, let's tell them about this last minute that's coming up. We're gonna have 30 seconds of pulsing squats. I know how much you love them with weights, but don't worry, no weights on this one. 30 seconds of pulsing squats, then a 30-second squat hold to wrap it up. Music to your ears, baby! 7 seconds. Then we're going. Pulsing squats in 3, 2, 1. I've been looking forward to this. All the way down, halfway up. Last little bit of your day. Show yourself what you're made of. It's week 7 lower body. You've already put in the weekly deposits of the last 6 weeks of lower body work. Show yourself that you've built the strength and the stamina to stay down here. If you need to shake the legs out briefly in between the pulsing squats and the squat hold, do so if need be. 3, 2, 1. Oh, baby. Oh, man, no place I'd rather be than at the bottom of a squat hold. 20 measly seconds. It's gonna be a great day. She's like, Nick, what are you doing to me? We got 8 more seconds. You can stay down there the rest of the way. You can do it. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Nice job, you guys. That was a week 7 lower body day right there. Great work. We hit a lot of good stuff. We hit the bilateral strength work with the sumo squat and then the hip bridges, but then we had some unilateral work as well, working one leg at a time, which is important for muscle imbalances, important for injury prevention. We had that with the single leg hip bridges, the lateral lunges, the curtsy lunges, all that good stuff. But yo, great job on this week 7 lower body day. I would recommend that you write down the weights that you use for sumo squats so you can reference it moving forward. But other than that, Paige, awesome job today. Appreciate you joining for week 7 lower body. Y'all make sure you plan your pills this week. Ask yourself maybe 4 questions. Number 1, how can I increase the likelihood that I hit my progress indicators this week? Number 2, what can I do to make it easier to hit my progress indicators? Number 3, what excuses would hold me back from hitting those weekly goals, and how can I make sure I don't make that excuse? And number 4, how can I make hitting my progress indicators more fun? Maybe you don't answer all 4 of those. Maybe you find one of those, plan a pill accordingly so you can execute at a high level. Great job on this week 7 lower body day. I'll be seeing you for upper body day very soon.